Go live.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. This is our fifth episode of the Mobility Show presented by Daymak. I'm Ali, sales manager at eBike Universe, and we're streaming live from eBike Universe located at 134 Oakdale Road in Toronto. I'm joined by Frank Cameron. Hey, Frank, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you for joining in. I know it was the last minute, but thank you. And we have Frank today because we have his favorite bike today. He's married to the Florence, and I want him to tell us why the Florence and how it has helped his lifestyle, how he goes from point A to B using the Florence. And I understand you don't own a car.
I have never owned a car, never really needed one, living in Toronto all of my life, and have always been on bicycle, now e-bikes, and the Florence is a perfect bike for me because I ride year-round, and in winter, I'm getting too old to be able to fall down in snow and get back up again as quickly as I used to. With the Florence, I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about putting a foot down when I'm at a stoplight. So this is actually a great bike for year-round commuting and year-round use. So absolutely perfect bike for that. It's comfortable. It gives good distance. It will do 30 kilometers if I ride it like a motorcycle. But when I am riding it on lower level pedal assist, I can get up to 150 kilometers on it. So can't complain about that.
That's good to know, Frank. Now, if you compare this with the mobility scooter, right? Because I have got a lot of customers, right? They prefer going to a trike rather than a mobility scooter. What are the advantages when it comes to getting the Florence? Yeah.
When it comes to a mobility scooter, a lot of younger people my age and maybe a little bit older, maybe a little bit younger, they are looking for something that is not your typical granny scooter, as one of my customers put it. So the Florence is a perfect bike if you can't do the long distance walking down to the local plaza that you used to do, then the Florence is a perfect bike for that. Being perfectly honest, it has a great amount of storage on the back. Hold on a second, there we go. The wheels are slippery on this floor. Great amount of storage. I can get a full week's of groceries for my wife, my daughter, and myself into the back of this thing. It is stacked a little bit high, but great carrying capacity right there. And all shopping centers these days have bike racks. They always have, but if you look for them, you'll find them, and you can lock this up safely and securely.
So what I like with the Florence, right? The fact it being a trike. So if you compare with the mobility scooter, when you run out of battery,
well,
yeah,
that's the other advantage. If you run out of battery power when you are on a mobility scooter, then you are asking for a push if you can't get up and push it yourself, or you're asking for a tow truck, I guess. Whereas with this, when you run out of battery, you can pedal it. You are going to go slower, but you can pedal it. And I have pedaled this 10 kilometers with no power because I didn't know how to re-hook up the motor when it got disconnected once.
that's good to know, Frank. Now, before we move into the features of the Florence, I want to remind our viewers that our giveaways for today will be the Daymak LED helmet. We have a Daymak backpack and the Daymak multifunctional Bluetooth torch. All you have to do is call in the number. The number is on the screen. 416. I'm forgetting the number now. 416-744-2453. Yes, the number is 416-744-2453. Give us a call. Press 1 and claim these prizes. We have 3 prizes. You can call in and claim these prizes. Daymak LED helmet, the Daymak backpack, and the Daymak multifunctional Bluetooth torch.
Call now the number.
Give us a call 416-744-2453. All right, let's move into the features. Now, I understand we have 2 versions of the Florence.
We do indeed. So if you are looking for something to replace a mobility scooter, then chances are you want the Florence Deluxe. The Florence Deluxe has the advantage of having hydraulic disc brakes instead of cable disc brakes. And hydraulic disc brakes have the advantage of being a lot tougher, a lot stronger when you need to brake. And then the other advantage is that the Florence Deluxe has a reverse switch right down here. You push that in, and if you are in throttle mode, then when you start the throttle, then it is going to go backwards. So that is.
So this would be the first e-bike or e-trike with a reverse function.
The first one that I've ever heard of.
I've never seen a bike that goes reverse.
So a great advantage to that is if you do need to go backwards, if you do need the reverse function because your legs aren't as strong as they used to be, and putting your feet on the ground and pushing back using the bike, then this is a great option for that. Like I said, this is what you want to have if you are trying to use something instead of your typical mobility scooter.
In terms of functionalities, right? So we have the throttle, right? So top speed still limited to 32 kilometers per hour. Still considered an e-bike, right?
It is an e-bike, and actually the top speed on the Florence is actually 25 kilometers per hour. Okay, you can get it up to 32. I've had mine up to 50 kilometers, but that was going down a hill, and I'll never do that again because that was scary fast. But I'm old and, cowardly that way. But 25 kilometers per hour, but that means that you aren't going too fast when you are taking a corner. You are not going to feel like you are rolling this thing and it's going to tip over, which is a concern with some three-wheeled vehicles.
Right, of course, yes.
The Florence is absolutely stable. I have over 30,000 kilometers on the Florence, and I've never rolled it once. I mean, I haven't even come close to it. So.
Yeah, that's from the expert again. Florence is the experienced or the seasoned rider with the Florence. We'll get to see his bike, later on. See the cool features that he has installed in his trike and all the customization that he has done in his cycles.
The other nice thing about this is that the battery is removable. It has a nice handhold so that you can carry it, because it does weigh about what a bag of potatoes weighs. So not incredibly heavy, but it's not something that you are going to want to carry around for long distances either.
Now, advantages of being a removable battery, right? What are the advantages?
So the advantages are you can take it inside your home to charge. I do that quite often. It's a 48 volt, 20 amp lithium battery, which means that it's a good size. It's going to give you a great amount of power. Like I say, you can take this inside if you are not riding over the winter, because you aren't as crazy as I am riding in, what was it today? Minus 20 degree weather?
Now, speaking of riding in the winter, right? What are the features in the Florence that lets you ride in the winter, in the snow?
The biggest one is it's a fat tire trike. It's not narrow wheels, which means when I'm riding through a couple inches of snow, then I don't have to worry about traction. I have two-wheel drive. I have the motor in the front wheel, and then I have the chain hooked up to the rear right wheel, which means that I have two wheels that will get me through the snow. And with the fat tires and the big grip tires, they're basically off-road tires. That means that I'm able to go through the snow no problem.
That's good to know, Frank. Now, okay, so we have the standard version and the deluxe version. I want to inform everyone, all our viewers, we have a special show pricing today. Our store closed at 7 p.m. today. Call us anytime from now. You can claim the standard version for $19.99. That's $1,000 off. Regular price is $29.99 for the standard version. As far as the deluxe version is concerned, MSRP is $33.99, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we have it on sale for
$25.99. Yes.
Warranty.
Speak about the warranty. As far as warranty is concerned, when we sell an e-bike, Frank, what warranty do we offer to our customers?
So the bikes come with a 6-month parts and labor warranty against manufacturing defect. So if you run over a nail and get a flat tire, that's not going to be covered under warranty. but pretty much everything else is. So if the backlight on the LCD screen stops working, or if the headlight stops working, then that means that you can just bring it to the shop and it will be repaired for absolutely free.
You don't have a battery.
That's why it's not turning on. So I'm going to go over here to this one that has the battery. And if you hit and hold the plus button, your headlight icon turns on, and the headlight is now on the bike. So you have a nice headlight, and the Florence also comes with a tail light. If you're riding in winter, you are riding at night, and having the tail light and the headlight is definitely a good thing to have. Anything that makes you more visible is a good thing. And you'll see that when we take a look at my actual bike, the one that I commute to work to every day and go home safely every night with. So that's a nice thing to have, is the headlight and everything. The other thing that a lot of people don't know is that an e-bike like this, if you are walking with somebody, or if you are taking it up too steep of a hill to try to ride up, because there are some awfully steep hills here in Toronto, then what you can do is you can hit the down button and it will initiate walking mode, where it will slowly walk until you touch the brakes and turn it off. So you can walk it up a hill and not have to be riding on top of it. Absolutely awesome. I don't use it very often, except when I am trying to get out of the Don Valley Parkway. Some of those slopes. You don't want to be riding up those, folks. So those are the main features. You do have different modes. You have 5 levels of pedal assist.
Show me.
So that's controlled through the speedometer here. Just lightly tap the up and down buttons, and that takes it to different levels of pedal assist. And of course, you also have 6 gears, a regular Shimano gear set to change gears, so that if you are riding up a hill, you can turn up pedal assist and set your gears down to 1 or 2, and you will be able to get up to the top of a hill with the pedal assist, with the bike helping, and you won't be standing at the top of the hill wondering if you should call an ambulance because you feel like you're having a heart attack. I'm speaking from experience here.
Now, Frank, an e-bike with 3 wheels, right? So I'm riding this on the street?
You are riding it on the street. You are not supposed to be on the sidewalk. With the max speed of 25 kilometers per hour, that's too fast for the sidewalks. So yes, you should be on the street using some of the infrastructure here in Toronto while we still have it. And then, pardon me.
So bike lanes, right?
Bike lanes, bike trails and bike paths in Toronto, you aren't technically supposed to be on them using an e-bike, but you know, if so long as you are being respectful of other users of the facilities, generally I've never had any problems, but I tend to be a very polite rider, slowing down and stopping. All of that being said, with the speed that you can go, I mean, not everybody wants to go everywhere at 25 kilometers per hour. I sure don't. So if you want just a leisurely ride, this is the perfect bike for it, because you don't have to worry about the bike wobbling when you're going at a slower speed. You don't have to worry about, you know, getting your feet down if you are stopped at a stop sign and there's a huge puddle in front of the white line. You can just keep your feet on the foot pedals, and when it's time to go, just start pedaling. Your feet are constantly off the ground.
So okay, I see the battery is under the basket, right? And I see a box here. What is that box do? A second battery?
No, that box is the controller. That is the brains of the machine. So when you turn the throttle, it tells the battery to release power to the motor so that the bike will move.
So that's the intelligence of the bike.
The charger.
Well, besides the rider. Hopefully the rider has more intelligence than this little box here too.
Speaking of the motor that we have on the front wheel here, right? I see it says Bafang. What does that mean?
Bafang is one of the manufacturers of electric motors. They are considered one of the premier providers of electric motors. And this is a 500-watt motor, which means this has enough power to get even a big guy like me to the top of something like Hillcrest there, set on Bathurst Street south of St. Clair. No problem whatsoever. I actually do that hill on level 3 pedal assist. I don't even have to go to the highest level of pedal assist to make it to the top of a hill like that.
That's good to know. Now we have a large carrying basket here, right?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff can you carry in there? Like I know you use it for daily use, right? You go to grocery stores. Uh,
The uh, the chandelier that I bought from Home Depot, uh, barely, but it did fit in there. Although I did put bungee cords in to keep it on top. I can get 4 bags, those big recyclable bags that they give at the grocery store or sell you at the grocery store. I can get 4 of those in here. They are stacked a little bit high, so I put the non-fragile stuff on underneath, and then the more fragile stuff on top. And then I can put the top over just partially so that it's covering on. Or, if you are into it, I once had and made a custom bag. The issue is that I am not a great seamstress, so my bag did not last a huge amount of time, but I had it so that it would come up to here. I could actually get 6 bags of groceries, big bags of groceries, into the back of this.
That's just one question, Frank. How do you do it every day? Riding a bike? Like, come on, really?
Heated gloves, heated
365 days, huh?
heated footwear.
Wow.
365 days a year. Yep.
That's an amazing achievement. Huh?
Thank you. The other thing that a lot of people don't even think about when it comes to an e-bike, and it's something that I want to mention, and you know what? Let's take a look at my bike over here.
All right.
Is the handlebars are big enough that you can get some customized equipment onto it. I have a camera mount because I'm doing 25 kilometers a day, and in Toronto traffic, it's a good idea to have a camera on. I have a phone mount here. I have my garage door opener, and I have a rear view mirror that I just got at my local bike shop. And all of that fits on here, and I still have space for other equipment. If I wanted to put a GPS on, I could definitely fit that around here. So, all told, absolutely great thing.
This is your go-to bike, right?
This is my go-to bike.
Your daily companion.
Because you can do it year-round. Now, you can also customize other things on your bike. I paid some folks to put on a horn. I just bought a car horn off of Amazon there, and then
all right, everybody, close your ears.
Yep.
Oh my goodness!
So
that was loud. That was loud.
So I had it wired up to a switch on my handlebar here. I did take some of my storage space away to put a separate battery in there, so it's not taking off of my distance or anything. And you can also see that I put a bunch of high visibility strapping onto this. And then for night rides, I also have these LED.
Moving 5.
Oh, interesting.
These LED, what are they? Valve covers.
So it makes you visible, right?
These were a Christmas present. Anything that makes you visible is a good thing.
So you ride all year round, day, night, winter, rain, mud.
Yep.
Like,
I mean, look, instead of spending thousands of dollars on a car, and goodness knows how much insurance would cost me, and the cost of gas, which I hear the weeping as I ride by gas stations, rather than spending all of that money, I'm spending, probably about $400 on a good rain suit, high quality heated gloves, other equipment so that I can ride year round, snow pants if I need them, if it gets to minus 30. And I'm more comfortable than somebody who spent $2,000 on a beater car, and the heater just starts working as we're pulling into the parking lot at work. Because I'm comfortable from the start of the ride.
and again, that's a one-time cost, right? When it comes to car, you stop monthly, right? You have gas, you have insurance, right? You have maintenance and all that, right?
There's still maintenance on this. I mean, I need new tires about every 1,500 kilometers. I need a new battery every 5 to 6 years. I need, to have the whole thing checked over. I have the technicians uh, spend an hour, make sure that everything is working properly. Once a year, I do that. Usually in and around the early spring before it starts getting busy here. I have them go over top to bottom, make sure that the brakes are working, which is always my concern because getting it going is never a problem. I want to make sure that I can stop. But I'm replacing the seat about every 3,000 kilometers. Uh, you know, uh, it's still maintenance, and I need a new rain suit about once every 2 years. I need new batteries for my gloves, my heated gloves, every 3 years. There's still those little costs, but if I compare it to what owning a car costs, it's like winning the lottery at least once every 3 years.
And the maintenance that you need, just like doing an oil change, right? So that's the
Yeah,
equivalent
right.
of what maintenance you need on the bike. And of course, you have to maintain the bike to make sure that
Yeah.
you have something running and it can last you long, right?
I have a favorite chain grease, which is a white lithium spray grease, and I go through a can about every 6 months, keeping my chain in decent shape. So maintenance costs are nowhere near compared to what a car is, and I'm quite happy with that.
That's good. I'm happy for you too, Frank. It's amazing you've been doing this year round. Another feature of the Florence, I see that it has a step through frame, right?
That's true.
And what's the advantage in that?
Well, the advantage is that I definitely am getting too old to be able to lift my leg above my shoulder to get onto a bike. I am no Barishnikov. So being able to just step through and be able to climb onto the pedal and get up onto the seat, that is a lot easier than lifting my leg up and throwing it over top of the seat. Especially because I like to have my seat up a bit high, and I like my handlebars to be up high as well, then that definitely can make it a little bit harder to get onto a traditional bike. So once I hit 50, I started looking at step-through models.
But I think for myself, I would go with a step through model, if like going on top of like what do you call the top bar, top tube.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard on the hips.
It definitely can get on there, and as you get on in years, you definitely begin to appreciate the step-through models.
And the advantage I like with that with pedal assist, right? So you if you're looking something to get exercise, right? That's the go-to bike, right?
It is. It's a great way to be able to keep up with your kids or your grandkids. They're on bicycles and they're going through the bike trails and everything. I'll be honest. I went through chemotherapy a couple years ago, and I rode it through chemo. But I wouldn't be able to keep up with my kids on their bicycles today. But on the Florence, I would be able to keep up with them.
Yeah, so anybody who's looking to get an e-bike, the Florence is the one. We don't have to worry about balancing. When you have an e-bike with two wheels, you have to worry about balancing. When it comes to the Florence, you just sit on it and that's it. Use the throttle or use the pedal assist and you're good to go. You can go from point A to point B in no time.
Frank, we have a warranty.
So again, the warranty is 6 month parts and labor, 2 years on the motor and frame. And really, it's a pretty simple machine when it comes right down to it, but rock solid. So warranty claims on the Florence are few and far between. So.
And
Free delivery.
so I want to mention also, yes, to all our viewers, again, the standard version is priced at $19.99. It's only going to be available for today. Give us a call. We close at 7 p.m. today. Anybody who calls in today can get the Florence standard version for $19.99 plus tax. The deluxe version is for $25.99. Again, limited for today only. Give us a call. You can also claim the prices. No strings attached. No purchase necessary. You can claim the helmet, the Daymak backpack, and the multi
City of Toronto, I've ridden from Bathurst and Wilson area all the way down to the lake and back up again. All told, Google Maps tells me that's about 80 kilometers. I did it using level 1 pedal assist, except that hill crest, which I turned it up to level 3 pedal assist to get to the top of that hill. And that's about 80 kilometers on level 1 pedal assist. I went down 1 of 5 bars on my battery indicator. That's why I say I can do 150 kilometers easy on level 1 pedal assist on this. If I'm not in a hurry, I can travel on for the entire day if I wanted to.
So that's a very long range in comparison to e-bikes, right?
Yeah, well,
average bikes, usually it's 40, 50 kilometers?
Well, I think that a lot of places say 40, 50 kilometers, but they expect people to go fast and use most power and everything. I'm saying if you aren't into going fast, and using the maximum power, then this is a great bike for that because it's nice and casual. And like I say, you can go at 2-3 kilometers per hour as you're passing by, a gorgeous flower garden or watching squirrels play. Something that I do when I'm riding home because
outdoor lifestyle, yes.
The nice thing about not being enclosed in a car is that I get to notice all of these little things. I've seen foxes here in Toronto, in the north end of Toronto, that people in cars, they don't see them because they're going way too fast. They're enclosed. They're focused on the road. And I'm also focused on the road, but I have a moment to say, hey, there's a fox. There's squirrels playing. That's a gorgeous garden. It's time to stop and smell the roses. This is a great way to get around for that. And since I don't have to be rushing and keeping upright because I'm not on 2 wheels, I can actually, pull off to the side and get onto the sidewalk for a moment and just watch the squirrels play or watch the kids in the playground. It's a slower way to live life than I think cars almost force you to get into.
It's amazing, Frank, what you've been doing 365 days. Again, same question. How do you do it?
It's what I'm used to. So that's all the answer that I have.
We have little time left. I want to remind our viewers, okay, so we offer free delivery anywhere in the GTA.
That's
okay,
right.
Give us a call. Our phone's ringing right now, so Frank is going to take that call. Hopefully someone's calling to claim the prices or to buy the Florence. Again, free delivery anywhere in the GTA. We also offer white glove service. So what that means is for 1 year, if you need to have your bike tuned up, if you want to have the bike looked at, okay, we pick it up from you, we drop it up to you free of charge. That's our white glove service. Everything's on the screen there. I would say visit our website for more information. I appreciate. Thank you again. Thank you everyone for joining in. Tune in again next week, same time, same day. So Friday, 3 p.m. next week. Thank you very much. Have a good one.